Okay, so number 11, we want to do these two subtraction problems with base 6. First, we want to fill in the table. The table will help you with the subtraction. So we're just counting by 1. Okay, so we start with 0, 0 plus 0, and then we're going to add 1 all the way across. So basically you're adding from 0, you're adding 0, you're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way across. Okay, so now on the next row we're starting with 1, and then we're adding 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so still in base 6. So we start with 1, and then we're at 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in base 6 there's no digit for 6, so when we get to 6 that's counting as our 10. That's when we round up. So when we get to 6 this number is now 10. And then the next row we start with 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 6 we would be 10, and then we add 1 to that, so that would look like 11 base 6. And we're just adding 1 all the way across. So now we're starting with 3, 4, 5, 6 would be there, but it is now 10, and then 11, 12 base 6, and then we start 4, 5, not 6 is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13 base 6, and then we start with 5, which will go to 6, which is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we have our table filled in. Now the purpose of this table is to help you to subtract. So here is what we do. We have 3 digits, so we have like a 6 to the 0 power, which is a 1. We have 6 to the first power, which is the 6th column, and then we have a 6 to the second power, which is 36. Okay, so that's our power. It's kind of like base 10. We 10 to the 0, 10s, 1s, 10s, hundreds place. This is like our hundreds place. So this first number we have 3 in the hundreds place, which represents 3 groups of 36. Okay. Then we have a 1 group of 6, and then we have 2 groups of 1. Okay, and we're going to be subtracting on the bottom 2, 5, and 3. Okay, so since we are in base 6, this is the original problem that we're starting with. We're going to be rewriting this, and then we'll be using our table to help us. So 2 from 3. This number on top is smaller, so we're going to have to borrow. Okay. When we carry over, remember we're in base 6, we're only carrying over 6. So this number right here, add 6 to it, it becomes 8. Okay, so now I'm looking at 8, and we have nothing left here. So before I can subtract these two, I need this number to be bigger. So we have to borrow one of these. This is 2 now, and we're going to carry over 6. Okay, so and actually I don't want to write 8 because this is base 6. 2 plus 6. Okay, so 6 counts as 10. This is actually going to look like a 12. That's what you want to do. And then over here, when I carry over 6, we don't write 6 because we don't have a 6 in base 6. This is written as a 10 because 6 will represent 10. So we have 10 units here, and then we have 2. So the reason why they want us to use this table, it will help us with the subtraction. So we have 12 here in base 6. We're going to subtract 3 from it. So this is not traditional 12 minus 3 writing 9. Okay, here's where the table comes in. So you use your table, and we start out any row with a 12, and we're going to count back 3. 1, 2, 3. So in base 6, if I take 12, take away 3, that actually leaves me with 5. Okay. Now if you wrote that 8 up there, you can do 8 minus 3 and get 5. It works the same, but this is more exact with using base 6 numbers. Now here this is 10 in base 6, and we're going to take away 5. So you're going to pick any row or column that has 10 and count back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will leave us with 1 in this column, and then 2 minus 2 is 0. So for this problem, we're left with 15 in base 6. Okay, so that's how this table is used in the event that you want to use it. Okay. I like doing it just using the numbers and understanding base 6. So I'm going to do this one different. 5, 5, 1, and then we're going to subtract 2, 5, 3. Okay, so remember we're in base 6, so when we borrow, we are adding 6, not 10. Okay, so I want to take 1 and take away 3. I have to borrow. This is a 4. I'm going to carry over 6. So this is 7. 7 minus 3 gives us 4. Okay, and then I have 4. I want to take away 5. So I have to borrow, add 6. Okay, so this is 10. 10 minus 5 gives me 5. And then 4 take away 2 is 2. So you can do it with the table. That's why they want you to make the table, so you can change everything in terms of base 6 and then do the math that way. Could be a bit of a challenge. You could also do it just counting base 6 and then subtracting that way. So we get 254 base 6 for part B.